Imagine seeing this aircraft flying over your city. At first glance, you might think someone turned a whale into an airplane. But this strange-looking aircraft is completely real. It is called the Airbus Beluga XL, and its bizarre shape has one very important purpose. It was built to carry something most cargo aircraft simply cannot carry: parts of other airplanes. The story begins with Airbus. Building a modern passenger aircraft is not something that happens in one factory. Different parts are manufactured at different Airbus facilities across Europe. Wings, fuselage sections, tail components and other huge parts must then be transported to final assembly plants. And Airbus had a problem. These components are simply too large to fit inside ordinary cargo aircraft. So Airbus needed a very unusual solution. And that's where the Beluga comes in. Before the Beluga XL, Airbus operated the original A300-600 ST Beluga. It was already one of the strangest aircraft ever built. But as Airbus started producing more aircraft, it needed something bigger. So Airbus developed the Beluga XL. Based on the Airbus A330, the Beluga XL received a completely redesigned upper fuselage. The result: a giant aircraft with a huge bulging cargo section sitting on top of its fuselage. And that massive upper section is what gives the aircraft its famous whale-like appearance. But don't let its funny shape fool you. The Beluga XL is a serious heavy-lift aircraft. Its enormous cargo compartment is approximately 8 meters wide and more than 6 meters high, giving it enough space to transport massive aircraft components. And one of its most impressive features is the enormous cargo door. Instead of opening like a normal aircraft door, the front section of the Beluga XL opens upward. This allows giant aircraft components to be loaded directly into the cargo hold. But there's another unusual feature. The cockpit is positioned down in the lower part of the aircraft, beneath the enormous cargo section. This gives the Beluga XL that strange appearance of having a tiny head attached to a gigantic body. And Airbus didn't build just one. A fleet of Beluga XL aircraft was created to support Airbus's European production network. They transport components between Airbus facilities, helping keep the company's enormous manufacturing system moving. Think about that for a moment. A passenger aircraft might travel thousands of kilometers carrying hundreds of people. But the Beluga XL flies around carrying something completely different: another airplane's wings. And despite its enormous size, the Beluga XL isn't the world's largest aircraft. It isn't the fastest. It isn't designed to carry passengers. Its importance comes from something much more practical. It was designed for a job that almost no other aircraft can do. And perhaps that's what makes the Beluga XL so fascinating. Its strange shape isn't a mistake. Every curve, every extra meter of space and that enormous upper fuselage exists because Airbus had a problem. How do you transport an airplane's gigantic parts through the sky? The answer was to build an airplane that looks like a whale. And that's why the next time you see this strange aircraft flying overhead, remember, you're not looking at a giant whale. You're looking at one of the world's most unusual pieces of aviation engineering. The Airbus Beluga XL, the flying whale that carries airplanes. If you enjoyed this story, like the video and subscribe for more incredible aviation stories.